Poker2Nite is brought to you by Bluff Magazine, the world's leading poker publication. Welcome back to Poker2Nite. Scott Huff, joined by Joe Sebok. Stick around because later on in the show, we've got Dana Workman and the weekly misdeal. But right now, we're unveiling a totally new segment here on Poker2Nite. It's called All In Blind.
Yes.
We've got 6 topics right here. No idea what they are. We're going to pick 3, and we've got 3 minutes to discuss. Are you comfortable with the rules, Mr. Sebok?
Oh, very, very comfortable.
You go first.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's start at the beginning. We're going to start with number 1.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Main event runner-up Darvin Moon was featured on Monday Night Football. So more impressive runner-up, Huff, Darvin Moon or the 17-1 New England Patriots?
I'm going to go with Darvin Moon. I mean, he actually got something for his win, which is more than the Patriots got. Some of them may have upgraded their girlfriends. Tom Brady, not so much success since then.
Doesn't need to, right?
Darvin Moon, not at all. Darvin Moon gets $4.5 million in the bank, which is probably more than a lot of the linemen's salaries. So I'm going to have to go with Darvin Moon.
You would go straight to the money, right? You would go straight to the money. New England Patriots get a little bit of history. Sure, it comes with a little bit of infamy. It's not the best thing, to lose the Super Bowl to the Giants like that. But they took Randy Moss, right? He was gone. He was lost in the league. And what did? They turned him into a Pro Bowl player. You can't hate on the New England Patriots. You got to go with them. I think that they're the better runner-up.
As a longtime Miami Dolphin fan, I can do whatever I want, and I will hate on the New England Patriots. I was popping champagne along with Shula. All right, last Saturday, Russian poker player Inerpsy set the record for the most online hands played in a day with 40,088.
So sick.
The Guinness record for longest lawnmower ride is 14,594.5 miles. Siebes, which record are you better suited to beat?
Man, have you ever been on one of those riding mowers, though?
I'm not much for yard work.
They're pretty comfortable, I'm not going to lie. Soothing, right? You feel the vibrations. It's good stuff. And actually, now that I think about it, I have family all over the country. So 15,000 miles is what? It's about 5 trips back and forth. I've got family in New York. I've got my grandfather in Florida. I can visit some friends in Chicago. So, I mean, I think I'm actually better suited to ride the lawnmower, to be honest with you.
I would say that if you can stay away from poker, you're staying away from losing. So you're probably better suited to ride the mower. I, on the other hand, I think I could handle this. I like playing long sessions of poker. Could go 36 hours easily, although I guess that wouldn't be in the 24-hour record.
Stamina.
So I know I have the stamina, and I need the credibility as a poker player. I want to win the people at home's favor, so I would go with that one. And you know what? I think I could do it. I think I could beat the Mad Russian.
All right. Last question here. You wouldn't beat the Mad Russian, by the way. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Something recent. Let's judge some books by their covers, Huff. Which one is going to sell more copies? James McManus's Cowboys Full, The Story of Poker.
Okay.
Or Doyle Brunson's The Godfather of Poker, The Doyle Brunson Story.
I like putting the story at the beginning rather at the end, so I'm going to go with James McManus. Also, I actually happened to read a book review about this one. I'm going to go pick it up because the New York Times says it's good. New York Times says it's good. Good enough for me. I'm taking them over The Godfather.
You're such a literary geek. I mean, honestly. Does
yeah,
that even matter? We're talking about Doyle Brunson, the godfather of poker, right? He's been around, he's done it all, he's played with everybody, and he defines our game to this day. So it's sort of sacrilege for you to go the other way. Doyle Brunson, 100%.
Bring it on, Doyle. All right, first edition of All In Blind under our belts. A fair job by you, a pretty good job by me.
You were a good runner-up.
Now it's time to hear from Dana Workman and her weekly misdeal, brought to you by Bluff Magazine, the world's leading poker publication.
Welcome to the Weekly Misdeal, your one-stop shop for all poker's meanest headlines, from soup to the nuts. Police on the island of Cyprus arrested 42 elderly women for playing poker in their own homes. The women ranged in age from 75 to 85. They all used their one phone call to dial the same man, Ben Matlock. Jude Ainsworth became the first Irish poker player to be signed by PokerStars.net. But to be honest, I am a little surprised he actually didn't sign with Orange Stars. Yellow moons, green clovers, blue diamonds, purple horseshoes, and red balloons. It's now time for the Poker2Nite Gift of the Week. This week's gift goes out to Washington State Senator Margarita Prentice, the same senator who sponsored the state law making online poker a felony. She has now proposed that all lottery locations begin running games of, you guessed it, Video Keno every 4 minutes. So we here on Poker2Nite would like to offer the state senator the following gift. It's for your glass house. Yeah, all right. Jennifer Harmon, Phil Hellmuth, Scotty Wynn, and Daniel Negreanu appeared naked in a recent issue of ESPN, the magazine. Gosh, I suddenly long for the days when poker was not considered a sport. Except for you, Jen. You're kind of cute. So, I'm Dana Workman, and this has been your weekly Miss Deal, pulling this show out of the muck since 2009.
Thank you, Dana. It's nice to see that you worked in a prop this week.
Thank you.
We've got more Poker Tonight coming up right after this.
Who wants free money? UB.net is giving away tons of it in the Poker Tonight free roll. The next main event goes down this Sunday, so head over to UB.net for your free shot to play with us and win hundreds of thousands in cash.
Poker Tonight has been brought to you by UB.net. Welcome back to Poker Tonight. Scott Huff alongside Joe Sebok. We take a lot for granted on this show with the terms that we use, and sometimes we realize we use some words that maybe the average viewer might not know. So let's turn to a page from the Poker Tonight dictionary. This dictionary will be more inclusive than your average one, as from time to time we'll be defining some of poker's official terms, but also the unofficial ones as well.
Like at the top of the broadcast, when I said Dana stacks them off, all I'm really saying is that Dana busts them or knocks them out. In poker, money becomes chips, chips are stacked, and when you stack someone off, it means you've taken all their chips and they're out of here, right?
Which in Sebok's case, he's more used to being stacked off than he is to stacking someone off.
Really?
Here's another interesting one, the button. The button is a disc that rotates around the table and represents who the dealer is, since the casino provides a house dealer to ensure the integrity of the game. It also determines the player's positions or whose turn it is to act and when. Being on the button is generally the most desirable position in poker, as this means you get to act last. In the past, the dealer button was known as the buck. The phrase passing the buck and Harry Truman's "the buck stops here" have their origins in poker from way back in the 1800s.
I'm pretty sure Doyle was there, Huff. You could ask him if you don't believe me.
Wow, 2 digs on Doyle in one show. I think that's all the time that we have.
If you want to learn more at home about the topics covered on tonight's show, be sure to visit PokerPlayersAlliance.org. And please, seriously, if you want more information or to talk to your congressperson, you should. They're happy to hear from you. You can do that by visiting the web address below.
Join us right back here next week for another episode. For scenes from the cutting room floor, be sure to check out the website at Poker2Nite.com. I'd like to thank our guest, John Pappas. Thank you. For Dana Workman and Joe Sebok, this is Scott Huff saying, keep our seats open.